NFC South preview, team by team breakdown. If you're old here, you know the vibes. If you're new here, we don't do long intros. Breakdown coming right now. If Baker Mayfield has a chance the size of a mustard seed to be a starting NFL quarterback, we are going to find out this season. The Bucs have one of the best tackle and center combos in football, 2 Pro Bowl wide receivers, a solid defense with championship pedigree, and a weak division. He's in as good of a position of any quarterback at this point of their career could ever be. If he messes this up or even worse gets benched for Kyle Trask, it is over, beloved. Might as well call one of those networks and go try to be a college analyst. More importantly, if I was a Bucs fan and the fate of my season was in the hands of Baker Mayfield or Kyle Trask, yikes. The Saints have been competent QB play away from a playoff spot every year in the post-Drew Brees era. Not even good, just competent. And we still don't even know if Dennis Allen is a good coach or not. But they do have Derek Carr now, who, if nothing else, is competent. With Chris Olave entering into year 2, as far as we know, Michael Thomas will be showing up to work this season. We'll see. And only missing 3 games from Alvin Kamara and adding lead leader in touchdowns Jamal Williams from last year, this offense is going to finally catch up to their defense. And therein lies the problem. This defense has been borderline great for years now, but I do fear they might be at the tail end of their prime. Specifically the leaders/star players, Cam Jordan, Demario Davis, Tyrann Mathieu. But if you're a Saints fan, I wouldn't really worry about the fall off until it happens. Just for now, be happy y'all don't have a punt protector playing quarterback anymore. Is Desmond Ridder good? I've asked Falcon fans, I've asked division rivals, and nobody's given me a straight answer yet. And you think with the offense around him, you'd want to be pretty confident in that answer. Outside of the freakishly large receivers that they have not 1, not 2, but 3 starter level running backs on this team. The league said running backs don't matter. Atlanta said hold my hookah. They also got busy in the offseason, signing everyone. They signed everybody. 30 signings in total for a total of $218 million. This roster is so much better than even I thought it was before I started researching this. If Desmond Ridder is average, or at least better than Mariota last year, who had this team last in pass attempts, this team just might make it to the playoffs and lose during wild card weekend. But in the off chance he takes a second-year quarterback jump a la Mahomes or Joe Burrow, everybody in the NFC should be on high alert. I think Bryce Young is going to be special eventually, but I don't think this team around him is good enough for that to happen right now, especially that offensive line. To have an undersized quarterback behind that line is borderline team building malpractice. Even the receivers and running backs are just meh. The defense is average and above average clothing. What does make me hopeful is that the Panthers have the Avengers of quarterback coaches. Senior assistant Jim Caldwell got Peyton Manning right, coached Matt Stafford's only Pro Bowl season, and ushered Joe Flacco's playoff run that got him $100 million. Quarterback coach Josh McCown, former 17-year NFL quarterback, and was a Brian Flores lawsuit away from being the Texans head coach last year. And most importantly, head coach Frank Reich, who was the only reason Carson Wentz had that almost MVP year. Don't believe me? Look no further than every year Carson had ever since Frank Reich left him the first time. I say all that to say, Panthers fans, don't worry. Your guy is in good hands. He's going to take a lot of hits this year, but at least you get to see if he's built for it early. All right, so coming in dead last, I have the Carolina Panthers. Coming in at 3rd, I got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Number 2, I got the Atlanta Falcons. And winning the NFC South this year, I got the New Orleans Saints. Hey, I'm going to be here covering all 32 teams, every single conference, every single division, every single team, all of it, every single one before the season opener. Oh, and I'll be covering the season too. So go ahead, like, follow, and subscribe if you like what you're hearing.